Good. Oh, hang on. What's happened there? I've selected the wrong. Good morning, Tara. How are you? Apologies, I've selected the wrong. There's some kind of banner behind me. It doesn't matter, but I don't know where that's come from. I selected that when I started. I was there. Someone else must have that on, and I just didn't remove it. There. That's all it was. Good morning. Good morning. How are we? I'm just going to quickly find the live stream here. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. It's that one there. Let me know if you can see it. Looking like the audio is okay. What am I on there? I think I'm on YouTube. And again, I'm just going to check on Facebook. Like the audio. Slow. YouTube's showing that it's still at 13 seconds of the intro. There should be about 10-second delay. So let me dive on in. So good morning, live from USA Midwest, Tara Childs here watching from Zimbabwe. Wow, welcome. So we're going to dive on in and where's my doc? Apologies, I'm slightly unprepared. I had a minor surgery yesterday and I just overslept today. I think it was some of the drugs they gave me after my surgery, but that's all good. So I've got my coffee at the ready. Which is very needed. I'm going to share my screen. And this is what we're going to go through today. So we're going to go through this doc. Excuse me. I'm going to give you a copy of this doc at the end. Live from Michigan. Dexter, good to see you. Good to have a few people on live. So yeah, this is the doc I'm going to give you. As you can see, each one of these steps is highlighted. So you can click on that link and it will open up direct in the Groove training area, the Digital Academy. And there will be a little professional video walking you through some of the things I'm going to cover. But let's first start off with, I always like to dive into the dashboard. Let's just familiarize yourself, whether you are new today, new by a week, new because you haven't been here for 3 years. It doesn't matter. You are all welcome. Questions are open. As long as you're not trying to give me detailed, complicated questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just always remind me of where I was, because of the good 10-15 second delay. By the time you might have asked your question, by the time I see it, I might have moved from GrooveSell to GrooveMail or something like that. So just help me out there. Good to see you, Nancy. So if we start in the dashboard, there should be a little icon symbol in the top right-hand corner. It's either an icon of just a head icon, or you've added your image there. So click there. And we've got our settings of billing. You can go and modify all your settings over here. You've got your personal information over here. There's where you can change your little icon. Go and have a play in there. We're going to come back to all of these later. Also, you can access your affiliate program from directly here. And everyone gets set up an affiliate program or an affiliate account as soon as you join. It's Butterfly Marketing 101 by Mike. You've got a little video here from Mike. And then you've got, because I'm logged in, this will automatically log my promo tools that are my promo tools because I'm logged in. You can see it here, Robert Murray, and then I've got all of my links here. So go and have a play with that. The little 4 dots there opens up access to all of the apps. So you can do that there. Notifications, these will be any recent updates, new features, bug fixes, code refinements, whatever. They're all in under notifications. And then here you can go and speak to our little CM assistant, our little dinosaur. He works 24/7, never sleeps, never has a lunch break. He's always available. Just go in and ask him anything. Let's add custom domain. And without actually really adding a full question, he normally gives me the correct answer, as you can see. And if he doesn't, please take a screenshot of your question and the answer and send it to support, because we'd like to make sure he's got all the answers to your questions. If there's something that you're asking, it's because it's within one of the apps and it could be something new. We want to update the bot. So I've just clicked on him. Again, if you are looking to promote Groove, which you should be, go and click on the upgrade page. For you, if you've got a free account, it might say upgrade. I've got the full lifetime account, but it's obviously offering me additional leads still. And this will take me to the upgrade page. Have a little look around, see what's on offer right at this moment. Doesn't mean it's going to be the same offer in a week. Mike and this team have spent a lot of time building out this page. It's got some very cool side-by-side comparisons. Just go and check it out. If you, again, as I say, if you're going to promote Groove Affiliate, again, you can access the affiliate program here. I'll come back to the main middle section. If you hover on the little icon in the top left-hand corner, whenever you're in any of the apps, you can obviously access different apps here. You'll see a running theme as you go through all the apps. You've got this little sidebar. So we're going to the marketplace. This is the affiliate marketplace. This is where you, as a business owner, a product seller, a service provider, you can add your product to find other affiliates. So you can see on these, it says join program, see the offer, grab the links, promo tools, and JD sign up page. You've got this little filtering section over here. You can change things. You can also search, change the layout, search over here. Just go and find any products that you'd like to promote. Back to the dashboard. Next one here, we have our services. We have Groove Pay, which you can apply for. Very similar to Stripe and PayPal. It's just our internal one. Just click apply. And here you also have Groove Solos. I don't know if many people know, but we have solo ads you can buy. So again, you can create a free account, add your info in here, set up an account, go and buy what traffic you want. And you can also become an affiliate for Groove Solos. So here we have our events. GrooveCon is coming back in 2024, so register for it. Marketers Cruise, I've just come back from there in middle of January. Awesome trip. I think I've been on 5 now. Founded by Mike, Tom, and Captain Lou. 70% fun in the sun, 30% business. Really, really good event. Here you have your API key. And then down the bottom, you can rotate between Portuguese and English. You have our digital academy, which is our training area. Again, you can come in here. You can come in here and click on app specific. Or again, you can start typing up here and it will give you different videos that are inside of there. The help desk. Sorry, I left my door open and I've opened my window. If you heard a loud bang there. So this is the support desk. Again, we're going to have our little AI bot will pop up and we can cancel him out and he always appears back down here if you want him. You can search inside the knowledge base and also you can access chat support over here as well, which we're going to cover later on. And then last but not least is the feedback portal. Again, really important. Every single software on the market, doesn't matter who they are, they have bugs, they have glitches, they have things that they need to fix. So we need your support in telling us when something you feel should be working isn't working. So you can see here we have feature requests, search for the thing that you think Groove should be doing that is missing. If it's not already here, if it is already here, then obviously just click vote. Once you click vote, it will pop up and say your vote has been counted. If it's not there, if someone hasn't already suggested, then you go and add your submission over here. Lots of information. Tell us exactly what you're after, what you think, where it should be, blah, blah, blah. Updates, again, you can access over here. But here we have our bug reporting. Same process. Go and search first, see if someone else has already found that bug, because it's very possible. If you find the one that you just experienced, click vote. If it, oh, sorry, bug report is just taking a second to catch up. These are the updates. Sorry, I think I'm going too quick and I'm freezing my... You have some other articles here as well. There we go, bug reported. So once you've done your search over here, if you haven't found it, then again, put as much information as you can to support us fixing that bug really quickly. Like tell us what app are you in, What page were you in? Give us the link of your page. Show us on a Loom video the error happening, the issue, the glitch. That makes it easy for us to understand. Replicate the issue. Otherwise, it's kind of hard for us to go backwards and forwards with you. We don't want to do that. We want to be able to fix it quick. So Charles from Zimbabwe, how to use Groove accountable ? I don't have a clue what you're talking about, Charles. So that was down here on the left. So then when you load the middle section, you'll see that this loads at the top. You've got the quick link, so I can access any of the apps here, or I can click in the 3 dots above each one, and it will give me different options, and I can go into something specific. Here will be different recommendations we have, like our Groove agency service. If you haven't looked at it, it's worth looking at. And then you have your stats down at the bottom. So that was a nice quick walkthrough. I'm now going to go through the steps. Nancy. I'm really not sure what your question is there, Nancy. Not do this step before, do next step like prepare. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what your question is. Rephrase it a little bit for me, Nancy and Charles. Okay, so step number 1. Let's start with something simple. Adding your account details. So again, we saw earlier settings and billing. I'm not going to open all of this. It's obviously this is my personal account. Go in here, modify your information. You can change most of it. It's going to take you a few moments. Step number 2, how to update your affiliate payment information. Same place, settings and billing. And you're just going to click into affiliate settings. This is the business name or the username you created when you started. This is my agency name, my business. And then I was allocated this affiliate ID 4042. I'm not going to open them up because, again, I've got my personal information in. Add your payment information, either a wire transfer or PayPal. And you would be surprised how many support tickets we get complaining we haven't paid them. I've earned an affiliate commission. I've sent you sales and they haven't set up their payment information and their tax info. We cannot pay you without those. I know that sounds really basic. Got to fill out those 2 bits, payment information and tax info. If you're a resident of the US or if you're not a resident, there's different W89, W9 Benz forms in there. You've got to fill them out. And also, just so you know, in the T's and C's as an affiliate, you have to have made 2 sales before we start paying you. So the first sale you won't get paid on immediately. You've got to make that second sale. There's my .com. So simple ones to get started. Step number 3, how to set up a payment gateway in GrooveSell. In fact, give me a second. I'm just going to open my office door. It's hot here in Mexico today. And without that door open, I'm not getting the breeze through. Hoping just having a cushion in the way will just help because it is hot. I had a few days where it wasn't hot and now it's back to hot. Apologies. Where was I? So step number 3, how to set up a payment gateway in GrooveSell. Let's attack it from this side now. And once it opens up, we're going to come back through and do a little demo in here later. We're going to click on settings, automatically opens up in payment gateways, and you can click here to set up your GroovePay, Stripe, AuthorizeNet, NMI, PayPal, etc. Each one, as you can see here, is asking you for slightly different information. So just go through, click on each one. As you can see here, Stripe needs the publishable key and the secret key from within Stripe. Each one is just slightly different. They're really easy to set up. So go and dive on in. Step number 4, setting up a payment gateway in GrooveCart. Pretty much identical process, just a different application. And actually GrooveCart is one of the only apps that I don't currently use live for any of my businesses. Although you can see I am in the process of building 2 stores, one for my events business in Temecula and one for my app, my sport app. So as you come in here, click on settings again, payment gateways, pretty much identical process. But you can see in here, there are some different variations of payment providers. You can have some different ones like Viva and etc. And again, just go into the settings of the payment provider. It's really straightforward. Close that one down. So how to set up a custom domain is probably our most commonly asked question. So you can go two different ways. You can obviously be in a page, in a Groove page, in a website, in a funnel, in a webinar, and you can go into it through the settings there, or you just go back to settings and billing, click domains, and we're going to physically add a live domain. We're going to click manage. I'm just going to check to see which domains I don't have currently added. Just need to grab one of ones for my new business. In fact, I know that I probably haven't got this one added. San Diego, this is for my events business. Let me try this one. And click into the DNS here because I know that I'm going to have to add I'm going to switch out the name servers. And again, it doesn't matter what domain provider you use, it's kind of irrelevant. They've all got the same process. Just follow their trainings. And you can see here, this is just the 5 steps that we're going to have to do today. Really simple. Leave it on full domain, subdomain, set up is recommended. I'm just going to paste in that domain that I just grabbed. So you can see it there without any HTTP at the beginning, any www in here, it's already there. And I'm just going to click next. I'm going to need to take these over to, and it tells you here, I'm going to need to add these into the name servers. And for me, it's really simple. It's there. I click change name servers. And then I just switch this out. I'm just going to paste in Dora, and I think it's major normally. Major, there we go. And this will take 20, 30 minutes. It's going to double check. It's going to ask us, am I sure? Which I am. I'm pretty sure this domain isn't in there. It's one I bought on a whim for my Temecula events business. San Diego is only an hour away. So we bought it on a whim. So you can see here, it's kind of telling me that it is, but I know when I do the next steps, it's not going to continue. Tyra. Tyra, good question, Tyra. In regard to commission payments, is it, if it's a monthly subscription, does it have to be 2 separate? Yeah, it is 2 separate clients for the affiliate payouts. Yeah. So we're going to click next. I'm 99% sure when I do this, I normally get a little yellow box when I try and do the validation. This is now just going to try and validate the domain. Have we changed the name servers? As I say, it can take 10, 20, 30 minutes with my GoDaddy. Other domain providers take longer sometimes. Oh, and actually sometimes it's I've talked enough that it's kind of updated. So you can see there successfully. Now we've just got to finish this off. So we're not done. You can see the domain is here. Yes, it is set up. We can access our DNS, our 404, and we can access to delete, but we've got to choose a primary app. And for this one, I'm going to choose Groove Pages and click select. At this point, this domain now will be available inside of Groove Pages. I could now add it to GrooveSell. I could add a subdomain. Let's put purchase. And I can add that subdomain. So when I'm somewhere else, I can then request that subdomain. And if we go into here, we should see it instantly. I mean, that doesn't normally happen. Normally gives me a little yellow box. It's quite nice when it does give me a green tick because it means we can move on and now to come back to this step. Give this a second to load. Well, that's better. I'm getting a nice breeze coming through now. Hot again today. So here, hosting options. Now you can see you'll be able to select from Groove subdomain or a custom domain. Obviously, I've already got a domain selected, but I just wanted to show you that, look, that is available right here now. I could select on that. I could add it as a root or I can add it as a subdomain. In fact, let me show you. I'm trying to see. It should give me the option. It didn't show me. Anyway, let me stick with what I had there already. Sorry, I shouldn't be messing around with this. I'm just going to save there and then I'm going to go to the next question. So actually we can do step 6. So adding MX records or to your custom domain. This isn't just MX records, by the way. I'll give it a second to load. Different providers. So like You've just set your domain up on to build your website now, for example. Now I want a professional email, so I'm going to have to go to someone like Google or Zoho or many other providers out there to set up your professional email, like Rob at whatever that address was, San Diego events. So if I go to Google, for example, I know they send me a bunch of CNAME records that I have to add into the domain to prove that I own the domain. So this is a similar kind of process. I'm just trying to give that a second to load. It's just going very slow. Let me pick up on the questions. Oh, it's just Nancy saying, nice to see you again. And it is good to have a few of you on here. It's always nice. Come on, come on, come on. As you can see, I'm not very patient when it comes to waiting for things online. Go. It's always the way. It goes slow when you're sat waiting. So I'm going to go back over to my domains. And let's just use, for example, as I said, that this domain we've set up with Google, because I've got all my different businesses with a Google email account. So I know how simple that is. They will send me a few CNAME records, and all you do is come into the DNS, click add I can't think what I said, add record. Brain's a little bit dead today. And then you just click on the drop down. Different providers will ask you to do different things. I know when I set an email up on my own hosting, my servers, that I need MX and text records as well. You just select CNAME and then paste in the 2 records they give you and click save. For Google, there's 4 or 5, and then when you go back to Google will ask you to click on a little box that says verify, and then it confirms all of your settings. So hope that makes sense. So let's walk through the apps now. So let's start with Groove Affiliate. Most of you know, but if you don't, you can set up your own affiliate program, which again is highly advisable. There's nothing better than other people promoting your product. As you can see here, when you click in, you can filter by different ranges here, or you can do specific date ranges. You can click over here and filter again. So these will be all the different products that I promote or I'm approved to promote. At the moment, it'll show you a revenue view. Then here you can see a non-revenue view, just visitors, sign-ups, etc. And you've got sales and rebuilds as well. Here you can click into your promotions and links. And these are all the things that I've got that I'm registered to promote. Now, obviously, if you're just starting out today, you probably just have Groove.cm here, and you just click on the links button. It gives you a link. One thing I would recommend is you can see this URL. It doesn't have my affiliate ID 4042. Obviously, I know by heart. I use this account so much. So the first thing I would do is I would recommend you just take that URL, your own personal Groove.cm affiliate URL, and you just enter and just double check that it reverts to this. This now gives me clarification that, right, that link is cookieing back to me, because look, there's my affiliate underscore ID equals 4042. And if you want to do a double check, just click get started, let that page load, and then down the bottom, guess what? It's got my referrer business name as well. So I definitely know now that URL, if I'm sharing that around the internet on a YouTube video or anywhere, that's going to cookie and track back to me. So just try that once. The other thing that people don't realize is you can add bonuses to your pages. So you can add a specific bonus that's a giveaway. If someone registers for a free account, you can see I give away, I think, $2,000 worth of free bonuses on my free account. I think it's like $7,000 or $8,000 on my upgraded account. And all you need to do is click on promos, click bonuses, new bonus, call it a name, create a page in Groove Pages. It's just a delivery page that only you have the URL for, and then add the link there. And then when you go back over to your promotions and links, and you click on the drop down bonuses, it will give you those as options here. So again, set those up. We've got transactions, we've got sub affiliates, earnings reports. Then you can go into your tools. So tracking links here, you can set up tracking links. That's back into the marketplace. And again, we go back into settings here, where again, you can modify your payment info and your tax info in Groove Affiliate. Let me turn the demo mode on just so I've got it active. That again, you've got demo mode in most of the apps. So if you're trying to show potentially client information or somewhere where there might be client information for either subscriptions or purchases, turn the demo mode on and it will hide everything. Okay, so Groove Blog. Groove Blog has had a lot of updates in the past. It's going to have a lot more updates coming up. Is it going to be as efficient and do all the things that WordPress does? No, let's just try and call it as it is. This is not a fully functional. It runs, it's live. I've got my businesses running on it, but just trying to make sure, keep your levels of anticipation at the right place. This is not WordPress. WordPress has been around 20 plus years. It's got a million different plugins and this and this and that. This is just a very simple blog. It works well. It can connect to your business. This is my my events business one, so you can see it here. I'm going to go through the settings first. So you've got all your SEO settings, your domain settings. You can set this up on a folder, on a root domain, on a subdomain. I've got it set up on temeculareventscompany.com/blog. Here's all your logos, your favicons, your social, your comments. You can add all your different forms. Obviously, they've got to be forms that are set up within Groove Form. Your copyright now, you can add this little dynamic year button and you can hyperlink. You've got your ads, your tracking pixels, your metadata, and you can obviously do RSS settings as well. And I'm going to open this up just because it's easier than when I'm showing the navigation so you can see it. So I'm going to open navigation now. At least you can see this top menu here, or top navigation is here. And you can obviously edit these, add these, delete these. So I've got those. Then I've got my button in the top right-hand corner. And then at the bottom, I've got my privacy and reviews, which is there. This is not part of Groove. This is a external, it's a pre-qualification app. The first part of it is just questions that we've asked to see if people are qualified to get us to run an event for them, or to hire out our bar or rent our bell tents. It just goes through, I think, 8 to 10 questions. If they get to the end of that, it will then ask them, would they like to be passed over to someone live? And it will pass them to one of our team in Temecula. Here we have categories, and you can see the categories just down here. So you can see that's the pop-up because it thinks I'm trying to leave. Then we have the categories here. Again, you can modify, tweak, change any of these as well. Themes, you can customize your theme. You can just do whatever you want. You've got all the fonts here. You've got different layouts. So you can go in here, remove the sidebar, categories, etc. You can do anything you want. Then you can go into your post page, same thing. You can just modify all of this. Category page, same thing. And obviously on here, you can change anything. So for instance, the links are blue at the moment. I could change those to red. I'm not going to change anything because it is a live blog. Let's exit. You've got another individual category area here you can mess around with. You'll have your posts. As soon as you set up a demo blog, you'll have 5 posts normally here. Just go in and click in the editor and just go in and modify everything here. It's really simple. Just switch out the headline, switch out the text, go in and modify your images. You can edit, etc. over here. And then obviously go and choose your featured icon. You can change the post URL. Once you've saved it, it will remove the demo one, change the date, categories, keywords. There was a bug here for a while. Keywords have all been fixed. Same kind of selections. And again, down the bottom, it will set up your open graph, etc. And then you have, an area for custom code. Click publish, and then away you go. I don't want to save because I don't want to mess things up. And then when you've finished all of that and you've set up your demo blogs or your blogs, just come over here and click publish. And also people ask all the time, can you connect Groove blog and Groove pages? Of course, it's very easy. It's just in the nav bars. So you can see here, this is my blog, temeculareventscompany.com/blog. And if they click on the home button, that will take them to the home on the website. That's the main website page in Groove pages. So you can see here, we've got everything going on. We've got our little bot widget will pop up. We've got some custom code here. But again, you can see now on our nav menu, we now connect back to the blog, so we can take them both ways. So just in case you weren't aware. So that's Groove blog. Sorry, I don't know where I'm going. What am I doing? There. Sandra is just waving, just saying, good, it's nice to see you guys know each other or you are communicating with each other. So Groove Cart. As I said, Groove Cart is one of the apps that we are currently, me and my team are working in. I'm looking to build a store for paddle equipment to go alongside my app, which is a sport app. And again, if we come in here, the first time you come to Groove Cart, you type in the name of the cart or the business, and it will build this out. It'll take 10 minutes because it builds out a store for you, and then you just come in here and mess around and play with it. Do these first 6 steps first. Then you've got your domain, your legal, your email, your store design, same kind of running theme down the left-hand side. You can come in here and modify your products, your categories, your discounts, your product of the day, and drop shipping. Drop shipping is really easy with this AliExpress to Groove Cart import business. So you go to AliExpress, you find all the products that you want to drop ship, click on this little button because it's got an extension. It will add that into your store, and then you can put that live on your store. You just got to modify the pricing, etc., and away you go. Cool designer. I'm a non-US resident, filled in the required form, but I don't have any message or notification to tell me that I am qualified now to promote Groove products, and this is what stops my affiliate. Yeah, look, just presume that you are qualified unless they tell you different. If your form is incorrect, if there's something wrong, then they would tell you. Normally when you upload it into that area, it will normally go through a vetting process. So unless they come back to you, you've been approved. So just get on and promote. So orders, again, you can see here, orders, subscriptions, abandoned carts, your help desk, and then we'll come into the builder. The builder now is pretty much the same as Groove Pages compared to what it was when I first started working it many years ago. You can see now this is what the store built out, and you can see this is some of the equipment my team have added. And these are paddle rackets. If you've never heard of paddle, go and Google World Paddle Tour. This is the sport I've created an app for. And these products have come directly in from AliExpress. My team, as you can see, we haven't edited anything yet. We haven't edited our pricing. So basically, I've tested all of these rackets. I've had them delivered from China. I've tested all of these. Now they're going onto my store. We'll have different equipment and things like that, T-shirts, trainers. Again, just my recommendation, if you're using Groove Cart and you're using AliExpress, test all the products first, because they are coming from wholesalers, manufacturers in China, and some are better than others. That's just the reality of it. So you can go in here and play with everything. Everything you click on is editable. It doesn't matter where you are. You can just go in and change all of these settings and just play around with it. Same with all the apps. If you haven't used them, my recommendation is just go in and play. Similar kind of layout and look. You've got the mobile, tablet, and desktop view. You can add pages here, or add elements, and then you can go into the pages here. You can modify any page. You can see category, product. Each time it'll ask you, do you want to save? I kind of like that because I'm really bad with not saving. So you can see all of these here. You can go into your navigation and modify these headers, or you can click in here direct and modify this header. And also you've got pop-ups now available inside of Groove Cart. You've got different themes. So you can see here, you can add a theme, you can import a theme, and then you've got different layouts here as well. And also you've got your page settings, your SEO settings, and then you've also got a bunch of templates here as well. So as I said, my recommendation, just go in and build a cart and then just play. Just, see what you can do, see how you can drag things around. It's actually a lot easier than you think. So that's Groove Cart. Groove Mail, unless you've been on the moon, you will know that we've had challenges with Groove Mail. We had some bad devs that really messed everything up. And we also had some bad users, let's call it as it is. We had a lot of users upload real bad email lists and got our servers closed down. And so as you would have seen in an email in the last 2 weeks, Groove is now no longer going to allow you to use a Groove Mail SMTP. You're going to have to use an external one. Dig out an email, it would have said urgent from Groove, and you can see here it's now just letting you know you've got to change your Groove Mail SMTP. If you had them set up originally, you've got to change them. Same thing, little sidebar here. We can go into our contacts, and again, I always keep my fingers crossed. It's got little demos hiding things. Perfect, good. Here you can go into list tags, categories and segments. And segments you can filter. It's quite good. Broadcast sequences, you can set up sequences to walk people through a process. So this, for example, is my events business. This is after someone's either applied for a discount code or they've applied through our web form, and it's just taken them through a little process. It's just a conditional split. So basically what we're saying in this conditional split is they've either purchased or booked an event with us, which goes through our booking system. And that means they get brought over here, they get added to a list where it says they purchased, they get removed from this list so they don't get bombarded with any more emails, or they haven't booked an event and they have a 24-hour delay and they get a nice little value email. Same thing, another 24 hours, conditional split. And each time, obviously, it takes them to an end sequence. So we're either saying they booked an event or we're going to keep touching base on them and providing value. And that's just really, really clever thing to do. We have automations here as well. These are if then scenarios. So if someone subscribes to a list, then I want this to happen. So set those up. Always change them from red, because red means they're not live, to resume, and that means they're green and live. I'll leave that one off. And then you've got forms. So David Lemon and the dev team did do a lot of updates on the form, so go and play with these. You can modify anything now inside of a form. You can make it look and feel how you want. You can see in here, you can click on everything. You can edit the field. You can do whatever you want. Go into the design. You can go into the setup. You can go into the integration, so you can integrate your memberships, your integrations, your webhooks, your files, and then you can embed this anywhere you want. And then obviously the senders part, we just talked about that. I'm now switching all of my my old SMTPs over. You can see here, I've used Amazon, I've used GrooveMail, I've used SendGrid. I used SendGrid way back, so I do enjoy SendGrid. I've just set up 2 new SendGrid ones here. You can see them. And to set up a new sender, you just click new sender. And you can see here, obviously this, because I'm part of the team, still shows, but it won't be available to you. And you can choose between Mailgun, SendGrid, SparkPost, and Amazon SES. They're all very, very good. I've just used Amazon and I've used SendGrid. Each one you can see here, there's a little walkthrough video or walkthrough steps just to show how to set it up. And all require slightly different information when you're doing the setup. So here you can see with SendGrid, it's just an API key, and then you add the webhook inside of SendGrid. And then once you've done that, you're going to create your sender identity. So this would probably have a little memory jogger, so SendGrid and the business name. This would be the name you want to show up inside of someone's email, the email to and from. So it could be support@realagentresults.ai. And then you're going to put your business name and business address over here, click save, and then that will show up when you're looking at your senders. And then you've got your analytics down the bottom as well. So again, go and play, build out your form, hook it up to your SMTP. Call designer, direct SMTP integration needed to connect to my own SMTP from my hosting provider. Let me think. From your hosting, yeah, you still have to go through the same process, because setting up an email through your own server, because I do it through mine, it just means that's got the internal email, like let's say support @ that means you can receive and send emails directly inside of your, however you set it up. But to do the automation part, to do the emails, you will have to set up a sender through GrooveMail. That does all the automations, that does the triggering of campaigns. So setting that with SendGrid or whatever it is, yeah, that is definitely necessary. So that was GrooveMail. GrooveMember, I love GrooveMember. Again, is it as advanced as some other paid softwares? No, but can I build out a really nice membership site inside of here? 100%. And can I do plenty of things with it? Yeah. So same thing, same kind of layout, same kind of look. If we just click into this membership for an example, this is my newest one I'm just building for my AI product. So you can see here, the first time you come here, I always do that. Anyway, it's brought me in here, same kind of thing. I'm not going to spend too much time on each one. All of these look and feel the same. You can see pages, navigation, templates, settings. You can go in and modify everything on the page, or most things on the page. You've got your little sections here. You can change your nav bar. You know, just go and play with GrooveMember. You can then add courses to your memberships. You can add as many as you want. So you can see here, I'm adding a few courses to this one, and you've always got your breadcrumbs at the top. And then you can go in and look at your members, change the access levels for each course. And again, each one of these you can set up. Really simple. It's not complicated at all. You've got your settings and then you've got your analytics. And then over here on the left, again, you can see you can access the courses. You can go in and set up a portal if you want. You can actually add files in here and grab the URL again. I think really helpful. So I could grab that and add that into a welcome email for a delivery of something or a welcome page. Here you can set up all your instructors. Here you have your members, and then you've got your analytics. For some reason, I have bug reported that before. I need to repeat that bug. For some reason, when we're on demo mode, it shows some members' information. I don't know why. Okay, so Groove member, Groove pages. Obviously, I could spend like 5, 6, 10, 20 hours on Groove pages. I'm in there pretty much every day at the moment. Let's just click in here. And obviously, when you come here, just click new site, create the name, and then you can select a template. And again, if you're just starting out, just set up a new website. Maybe go in and add a full website layout, like a complete site, for example. Something like this. It's got 7 pages. Just click on it. You can preview each page, or you can just click select all and add. And just add something to your account, and then just go in here and play with it. You know, use it as a test tool. Don't come in here day one, and try and build out a website that's going to be live in a week, because you're going to make errors, you're going to make mistakes. It's not going to be right. So obviously you can see when I'm hovering, the little red box is following me. So you can see that means I'm hovering on the video. If I then click, everything opens up. So these settings now are specific for this P1 tag. So let me just drag that out of the way. And then at the bottom here, you can see the breadcrumbs of all the different layouts that's inside. So this text box is inside this container. I could click here, or I can click the up arrow to take me into the container. And then all the settings now are specific for this container, or the layout, or the block. So just go in and play. You can drag things around. When you click on it, you can see it's got a little drag handle. I can drag it and just dump it here if I want. If I don't like it there, just click back, maybe once or twice. But yeah, just go in and play with it. Here you can see all your pages. So you can see I've got hidden pages here, so I drag them below. I've got funnel pages. You can set up webinars, pop-ups. You can create global blocks. And then you've got your actual blocks here. Thousands of blocks in here. We added 300 modern ones 2 or 3, 4 months ago. Just go in and select whatever you need. You've got your wireframe. You've got direct response, for example. Like for a newbie, this box alone, getting the spacing correct, getting it mobile optimized, this would take you half an hour to an hour. And there's loads of them in here. You can see footers, headers, guarantees, pop-ups. You can grab a pop-up. We've also got mega menus, and then you can save your own blocks. So for example, you know, this is my AI white label. This is my app, and these are all the different blocks that I've saved for whatever it is I need. Where was I? So blocks. Now we come into elements. Again, you can drag any of these elements anywhere you want on the page. Just you see the little pink bar, then just let go, and it will drop it there. Again, if you don't like it, just click back, and we'll just clear that out. And also, if you click on something, for example, here, don't forget you've got additional options over here, which if you click on it will give you more versions of what you're looking at. If you're just in all elements, it just shows you the basics. But for example, here you can see a bunch of different buttons. And then you've got all your settings. So you've got your page settings for this one page, or you've got your site-wide settings, your share site, your export site, loads of stuff in it. Again, just go and play. Mobile, tablet, sideways, laptop. And if, for example, you just want to edit something, for example, let's say this text here, you don't know the size of it, but you only want to change it in mobile, you deselect this. So you can see now applying changes just to mobile device. Click on the text, and let's shrink that down to like tiny. And you should see now that everywhere else, it has not modified the text, it's only here. And if I don't like it, I just click back a few times until I get it back to where it was. Boom. And then make sure you always reselect that, because otherwise you're only modifying the mobile version. You've got your back button, your forward button, your preview button. This is your code button. Steer clear of this if you are not a coder. It will probably warn you the first time. Save, and then you've got all your published settings over here. This is where you can manage your domains. This is your hosted options. Once you've published a page, you'll then have, I can publish the whole website here. I can publish just this page, and I can preview, copy link, etc. So yeah, lots to do in there. Go and play. How am I doing on time? 1:48, not bad. I'm going to leave without saving. Let me just double check there's, I haven't missed any questions. Nancy, when you do split in a sequence, isn't it better to add another sequence after an automation? I'll write the sequence longer. Yeah, so Nancy, if you noticed what I did on mine, once someone had booked an event, I moved them to a buyer's sequence. So yeah, that was what the trigger was. It moved them to a new list where now I'm talking to them in a different way because they're someone that's booked an event. I'm now just, all those emails in that sequence are about, have you done this? Have you done this? It's like preparing for their event. I hope that makes sense. So that was Groove Pages. Now, so we've maybe created our website or a funnel. Now we want to create a product to sell. So let's click into GrooveSell. And these can be digital, they can be physical. You know, most people use Groove Cart to sell their products if they've got, you know, a bunch of them. But if you're just selling a physical product, you can still sell it through GrooveSell. So same thing here, quick links. You've got all your stats here. We're going to click into product funnels. This is where you're going to set up your products or your services. And you just click new product funnel. We just use a demo one here. And it's going to take you the very first time like this to these 11 steps. And you just got to follow along. You know, it's pretty straightforward. Change your image out. Is it front end? Is it an upsell? Is it an order bump? Modify all of this. And then here it will say save and next. And all you got to do is obviously complete every section. If you don't add something, it will just, the box will go red. So you can't move to the next section. Because I've already completed this one, it means I can go to the next section. Just follow these steps. Add your payment gateway, your funnel, your checkout, your bumps, your fulfillment. If you want to set up an affiliate program, you just select here and then it will open all of this up. If you want your proof widget, which I recommend, you set that up here and then you add the tracking code at the end. So you grab that code and you take them back over to your sales page so that the proof widget can pop up. So we go back over here. And then once that's set up, you need to make it live. It will be in the funnel settings. It's at the top here, normally sort of automatic where it's not. You can set up a custom sender. So if you've got a sender set up, you can see I've got all the different ones here. You can add it on a subdomain or you can add it on an actual domain that you've got. It could be subdomain like that one I added earlier, purchase.sandiegoevents.com. So again, you do all of that in here. Here you can look at if you set up an affiliate program, you can manage your affiliates and payouts, manage their second tier affiliates, performance, payment history, and leaderboards. Here you've got just your customers and your cart abandons. And then you can go in and look at your reports, transactions, all of your tools. So you can set up your checkout forms, your affiliate portal. So affiliate portal is like we showed earlier, where you go into the Groove affiliate. It's that full portal, gives you all the promo tools you want. You can set those up as well. Here we can go into the marketplace again. And then here we're in GrooveSell. So this is our payment providers, managing domains, conversion pixels, and self-billing. So that's GrooveSell. So Groove Video, I do love Groove Video. I actually pay for 2 other softwares because they do the things that Groove Video do. And what I mean by that is that let's go into Groove Video. Let's click into the library, same kind of layout. And if we click on, just click on one that I know. This was my Groove AI bonuses video for my VSL, my bonuses page. And all I did was uploaded it at the beginning, gave it a name, added it to a category. I can then personalize the branding colors. So if I had the play button playing here at the moment, it would be in the Groove AI colors. I can add thumbnails and watermarks. And then same thing, just save and next. All of this is editable, so you can change all of these. You can change this pop-up, change the way it moves, save and next. But this is the bit that's really interesting. You can actually add text overlays. So let's say, for example, in this video at 1 minute, I wanted it to pop up and say, click here or something. I can add a button, I can add a URL, I can add different options of the things that it can do. And then it's going to give me a video embed code. It's going to give me an actual hosted page where I can have it autoplay or allowed to download. and a source URL file. So you can do a lot in there. Once you come here, you've got your analytics, and then you've got your categories, and then you've got your settings as well. But yeah, go and play with Groove Video. I really like Groove Video. And the good thing about it is no longer do I have to have YouTube on my video sales letters. You know, I paid for Wistia for many years because I didn't want to have the YouTube video play on my sales letter, and then it shows up other options. It's like it's trying to take people away from my sales letter. Last but very much not least, let's go to Groove Webinar. Groove Webinar is, where is it? Borderline being finished. You can currently run an automated webinar on there. And again, if you guys don't know, Mike was saying, I've paid for Webinar Jam and EverWebinar, one of the best webinar softwares out there. Mike was one of the founders of that. Mike, you know, had a buyout, had a fallout with the partners, got away from that business, but he helped them set that up. So I fully imagine that Groove Webinar is going to be equal and better than Webinar Jam. So same thing, you got your quick links, etc. You can click into webinars here. You can click into an example one. Same thing, just follow these steps. You can see that automated is live, live stream and meeting are all coming soon. You just go through this process. And over here, you can add surveys, you can add polls, you can add presenters, got all your analytics, and then you've got all your settings here as well. You can add your canned responses. Because it's an automated webinar, obviously when you're running these, you're never lying about it. You're never telling people that you're live. You're probably going to have done this, I would recommend, on a live webinar a few times to get a feel of it, to get your pitch down, and then take that recording, and then you add your canned response. It basically means when people responded at 2 minutes 42 on the live, you take that and add that into your canned response. So it feels like it's more live. You're never lying about it. So I hope that makes sense. So the good thing is we don't have to go back to these settings here because earlier on we finished those. The last one, step 16, is a full walkthrough of what I've just done, slower, nicer pace. One of our team does that very, very well. So you can watch that one there. It's about 29 minutes if I'm not mistaken. So go and have a look at that. I'm completely open to questions now. The last bit I'm going to cover is showing you how you can get the best support from us and supporting us whilst we're supporting you. That sounds strange, but I'm going to explain it. So here is the order that I personally, as a user and as part of the team, I recommend you use, because what happens is our support desk gets clogged with the most basic of basic questions that we already have the answer to somewhere within our ecosystem. You know, someone email support with, how do I set up a custom domain? Now, of course, you're allowed to do that and support will give you the answer, but you could have found the answer so much quicker without having to firstly clog up our support portal, and secondly, you could get the answer quicker. So here's the order I recommend. So first time you need to find something out, you don't know it, just go straight to our assistant. He's here, click on the little live preserver, and this will pop up with, as you can see, he's ready. Go and ask him your question. Normally, he'll get 80% of those questions in and he'll answer them really quickly and swiftly. If you don't find it through our AI assistant, then go to the Digital Academy. So you can see over here, click the teacher's cap, click Digital Academy, go and have a quick search either by the application and clicking on whichever one you want, or by going into the search, as we showed earlier, start typing it out and it will find you the solution. So that's two places. The next place I'd say is if you haven't found the answer, go to our knowledge base. So just come down here, click the help desk. Our little AI bot will pop up again, but we can get rid of him and then just search inside the knowledge base. You've got plenty of articles in here, plenty of training. That would be the third place. If you haven't still found it, then I would recommend going and asking the question to the Facebook community. Myself, as one of the admins or one of the other admins, will approve your post and 90% of the time answer it straight away in the comments, or we'll approve it and one of our super users will answer it. And again, it's normally pretty rapid. And then if after all four of those, if you haven't found the answer, then guess what? You need a contact support and you need to let us know that you've gone through that process. And please feel free. Let us know that I did this and I did this and I did this, so that then maybe it means that we need to add that question and answer inside the AI system. It means that we maybe need to add that as a training video. You know, we want to make sure you've got all the content, all the training, and this is just supporting us to support you. So the last one is obviously go to the live chat. you can come in here, click on the help desk. That'll open up a new window. Let the little AI bot pop up and get rid of him. And then you should see chat support pops up here. Let that open up, and then you just click on ask. And then based on the time zone you're in, based on whether our workers are available, this live chat will pop up. And this doesn't mean that you are live with someone straight away. There's a little bit of automation here, a little bit of AI. And if that isn't available, then you've only got the email is available. And same thing, please, please, please give us quality information. And what I mean by this is we have several apps, as you know, several places to go in each app. If you just send us an email with my page isn't loading in Groove pages, and you're a support person in whatever country you're in, I've got to then go back to you and go, well, what page were you in? What website? What? So I'm just asking you, be really descriptive. Say, look, I was in Groove pages. I was in this website. It's called this name. I was in the page that's called home. When I go in the nav and do a Loom video, Loom's just a free Chrome extension. You can just download it. Again, I'm not going to click on anything there. And it just screen records you for a few minutes. You got up to 5 minutes free. Just record the issue that you're having, and it makes it much easier then. Send that, because it gives you a link. Send that in the support ticket, so that when I'm sat here and I'm a support agent, I get your ticket in, I've got screenshots, I've got your little Loom video, I play the video and I go, I know exactly what it is. You know, I can come back to you and go, right, you're in Groove pages. When you click on the save option, click hosted, click custom, they can give you a quick, simple, easy answer within 24 hours, 48 hours, and you, boom, away you go. If you don't give us all that info, guess what? They've got to send an email back to you. You don't see it for 1 day. It's 24 hours, then it's 48 hours. Then we want to answer these quick. We want to not have our support portal clogged up with basic questions. So I hope that makes sense. And then you've seen all the places where you can access support. I've already shown you those. So I'll just go back to the questions. I'm going to give you a copy of this document, as I promised. If someone can just let me know they can download this. I'm going to go to YouTube first. Document download. And I'm just going to copy that so I can paste it to Facebook as well. So that is in YouTube. Anyone on YouTube, you can just do me a favor and just paste that in. Let me know that that is working. And the same with Facebook. And I'm going to get back to the questions if I missed any. Thank you for sharing your time. Enjoy the rest of the week. Yes, thank you, Tyra. Good to see you on. I'm completely open for questions now. I'm happy to switch back to my cam. Anything you've got regarding Groove, any bugs, issues, let me know. Otherwise, I will wrap up. Did I get in under 2 hours? 2 hours, 1 minute. That's not bad. Not bad today. And yeah, like I say, it's good to have you guys on. Make sure you're active inside of the group. And also, and I say this when I'm doing different lives, please be someone in the community. We've got 160,000 people in the community, all from varying different backgrounds, varying different skill sets. Please be a value person in the community, not a negative person. Have we had our issues, Groove, the software, over the last few years? Yeah, Mike's come out and he's talked about that. Mike and Donna been very open and honest, and they're trying to keep as much transparency now. They're trying to keep communication. We've got a Groove State of the Union coming up March, I think the 12th. But don't be one of those users who is just waiting for a post to come into Groove and then jumping all over it. Oh, this isn't working, and this. Do we know that there have been some issues with different softwares? Are we fixing all of those? Yes. Have we refactored an entire code of the entire platform? Yes. That's been painful, really painful, like excruciating. We had a bunch of devs that messed it up. That was our fault. We didn't have our eye on the ball. We didn't see that they were messing up for nearly a year. So we're now going to fix all our problems. But please, just be a user that is adding value. If you see a question and you know the answer, post it in the comments. There's a lot of people in our group, and I kick them out frequently and I ban them, who are just trying to get paid work. Instead of giving the answer in the comments, they're trying to get into people's DMs. If you see that, if someone DMs you from a question you had in the group, please screenshot it and send it to me, and I'll ban them, because I don't want any of that. Mike doesn't want any of that. Mike wants me to ban people quicker. I'm kind of a bit I give you a little bit of leeway, but so Michelle, a Dropbox doc not working. So is that you're saying it's not allowing you to? It should work. Let me have a look. How can I click on it? We click on it there. So this is what it should open. You should just be able to save a copy of it. It's the same doc that I've used for the last about 15, 20, 30 weeks. So it should be working, Michelle, I'm hoping. Nancy, take care. Yeah, my pleasure. So I'm wrapping up unless there's any additional questions. I'm just checking this doc. It's taking a little while to load. It's very odd. Let me just go back to my doc at the top. I do have oh, there it is there. So then you should just be able to make a copy of that or download it. There you go, download. So you should be able to download a copy of that. Should be working for you. Let me know when are you going to start doing live Q&A again. Well, this is a live Q&A, Dwight. I've been available the entire hour for Q&A. So, feel free to ask any questions. But apart from that, that's pretty much everything. I'm just going to clean out a few of these things. And I do this every Tuesday, so you are welcome back on every Tuesday. I try and upload this into the guide section in Groove, but for some reason, Facebook is broken at the moment. It won't allow you to add some of these lives in as a guide. If you look in the main CM group, there is a guide section with a previous live done. But that is pretty much it from me. I'm going to leave you with a little outro. And I look forward to seeing some of you guys on again next week. All right, guys. Bye for now.